Hello there. I'm Gwendolyn Davis, certified life coach, health coach, and mind coach who specializes in weight loss and helping you create healthy habits to become the version of you that you want. Alrighty, so here we have chapter 58, Intuitive Hunger Scale. How many of you have ever heard of a hunger scale? Before I went to the life coach school, I'd never heard of a hunger scale. So this is just more information, and information is knowledge that helps us move forward to create the version of us that we want. And this goes along after chapter 57, which was emotional eating or physical eating. So now that you're becoming more familiar of whether or not it's your brain that's telling you you're hungry or your stomach, this is the next step. So when you are physically hungry, it's learning to check in and making sure that we don't go until we're starving. And then when we are eating, to make sure we don't get over full. It's uncomfortable. It's no fun. It's more autopilot that doesn't help us create the version of us that we want. Okay. So it's learning to stop and check in and ask yourself, what number am I? And you don't have to remember all the specifics, but just know 1 is starving, 10 is over full, 5 is in the middle. So then if you break it down of those, you want to be in the middle. You want to be hungry, ready for a meal. And over here, you want to be comfortably satisfied. Remembering that you always have a choice. Always. That's your autopilot. That's a dead end. Or this is the version of you that keeps evolving, that keeps figuring out, that is always moving forward. Okay, so let's start with 5, where you're neutral and that you're not hungry and you're not full. And if you're thinking about your food, it's start asking yourself, wait, why am I even thinking about food if I'm not even hungry? And that could be for the emotional reasons or the old habits that we have. And so check in first. Okay, so then 4, we're starting to get a little hungry. And we know that lunch is coming up, so we can totally wait. It's not a problem. It's not urgent. And then our stomach later starts to grumble a little. And it's like, wait, I am hungry, which is when we want to eat. And then sometimes we don't have time to eat when we're hungry for whatever reasons. And so then we start to be very unhungry, or then we start to be very hungry. We become a little irritable, a little hangry. It's even hard to concentrate and we're uncomfortable. And then if you still haven't eaten, you go to starving. And then we're weak, like lightheaded. And the first thing you see, you want to eat. So it's doing everything in our power to not go to a 1. And I still go to a 1. And because I have this awareness, when sometimes I didn't get food when my body wanted it, I'm not going to go straight for the sugar or the chips. I'm going to go straight for an avocado is my plan now, or straight for some celery or that type of stuff, or straight for a protein bar. Alrighty. And then on the other end, it's learning that when we are eating, to stop when we are comfortably satisfied. So this scale is going like 6. You're satisfied. You're not full, but you're starting to be a little more energetic. You're feeling light, not too heavy. And then the next one is that 7, where you're comfortably satisfied. And then after that, you're full. You know you had 1 bite too many. You start feeling a little uncomfortable. And then 9 is very full, where you're feeling stuffed, uncomfortable, and bloated. And then 10, you are over full. And that is very uncomfortable. Okay, so here's another tool you can use to help increase your awareness of learning to eat when you're hungry and learning to stop when you're very satisfied. So then it becomes easier when a meal is served that is so good and you want to eat more and more and more, but it's learning to be mindful. It's learning to check in. It's having that serving size that fits with your plan. And when you're done with that, it's like checking in. Am I still hungry? Am I satisfied? What are you feeling in your body? And when your brain is saying, oh, you deserve to eat more, I want you to check in and talk back. It's just like, oh yeah, but I'm not even starving. I'm not but I'm not even hungry anymore. And so I know you want more self, but it's okay if we go ahead and stop here. It's not a problem. And then you're teaching your body that you're feeding it the fuel it needs. You're getting your power back. You're learning to say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. It's the best thing ever to learn what works for us and what doesn't, and to be true to ourselves. The more you say yes to this yourself, the more you're creating the version of you that you want. And the domino effect is endless of other areas of your life that it will affect. Alrighty. So here's the hunger scale. Learn to check in with yourself and start paying attention to your body and what it really wants and what it really needs. And this intuitive hunger scale was adapted from intuitive eating. Alrighty. So fun to figure ourselves out one step at a time. You got this. Bye.